I am Anil Kumar sharing with you a communication and thinking question on slopes of lines. Three vertices of a parallelogram ABCD are A 2 3, B is 8 4 and C is 7 minus 2. Determine the fourth vertex of this parallelogram. Justify your answer. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestion. Well, let's sketch a graph, right? And then that will help us to understand and find the answer. So we are given 3 points of the vertices. These are A, 2, 3. So let's plot these points first on the graph. So we'll make a rough one. So you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some points, right? So the first one is A, 2, 3. So 2 and 3 is right there. So that is point A for us. So we have 3 here and 2. The second one is B, which is 8, 4. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 4 is slightly over 3. So let's say this is B for us, which is 8, 4. C is 7 minus 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 2 means 1, 2. So let's say this is C for us. C is 7 minus 2. So we have 3 points. If I join them, we get 2 sides of parallelogram. Now, as you know, parallelogram is a quadrilateral, 4-sided figure where opposite sides are parallel. That is to say that point D is such that A to D is parallel to B to C. So we can draw a parallel line from here, right, and get to point D. Similarly, C to D is parallel to B to A. So we can draw a line here which is parallel, right, and then get a point. So that is the way we are going to get the fourth vertex. Now, what do we mean by saying parallel lines? Well, as you know, the postulate on parallel lines is that the slope should be same. That is to say, the slope of BC should be equals to slope of AD, right? Slope of AD, if that is to be parallel. Similarly, slope of AB should be equal to slope of DC, right? Slope of DC, we are assuming D is somewhere here, right? We don't know what these points are. Let's call them X and Y for the time being. We need to find them, right? So these slopes should be seen. So we can indicate, well, with these arrows that they are same slopes, right? So we still don't know where D is, but we know somewhere there, correct? So that is the strategy. So the parallel postulate says that two lines are parallel if their slopes are exactly same. Now we can also find the slope using the slope formula, right? The slope formula says that the slope m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is our slope formula. Correct? So basically, definition of slope is y2 minus y1 is change in y, x2 minus x1 is change in x. We can also use the basic definition, change in y and change in x, to find D. So let's figure it out. So let's try to find, if we are moving from B to C, then what is the slope of MBC? That is, we will find this first. So slope of B to C is change in y. Change in y is 4 minus 2, right? Rather, I should take these points as x2, y2, these as x1, y1. So let me write down what is slope of, okay, let me write here. So slope of BC is change in y, which is minus 2 minus 4 divided by change in x, 7 minus 8. So we get minus 6 over minus 1. Think about it as slope change in y over change in x. That is to say, when I move from B to C, change in y is minus 6, change in x is minus 1. So if I have to move from A to D, I can go 6 units down and 1 unit left. That should bring me to D, correct? So we'll follow this strategy and see if we can really get the answer, right? So from A, let's come down 6 units. So from 3, if I come down 6 units, I'll be at minus 3, correct? So this is 3 and then 3 more. So we are at minus 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. So that is approximate location. And 1 to the left, that means from 2 we come to minus 1. So that becomes the point. And the point really is from coordinates of A are 2 and 3, right? So from coordinates of A, let me show you here, from coordinates of A, which are 2 and 3, what we did was, for y value we did minus 6, for x also we did minus 1. We came to D, which is 1 minus 3. So that is D. Now we can join this and get a parallelogram. You see that? So we find our parallelogram by change in y over change in x. Very easy way of doing it, right? Otherwise, you can use the formula and calculate it also. That is to say, we just calculated slope of BC as 6 over 1, right? Now what is slope of AD? A to D. So we have these 2 points and we can compare and then find the points, correct? So the other alternate way is slope of AD will be equals to y minus 3 divided by x minus 2, and that should be equal to 6 over 1, or we can even write 6 and 1. Either way it doesn't matter, right? We could also write this as 6, let's keep minus 6 minus 1 for the time being. So y minus 3 is minus 6 only if y is minus 3, right? So from here we can get 2 equations. If you compare, we get 2 equations. So first one is y minus 3 equals to minus 6. From here we get y equals to minus 3. And the second one is we can compare the x values, the denominators. X minus 2 equals to minus 1. X equals to minus 1 plus 2, which is 1. So we get the point D, which is 1 minus 3. So that gives us D, 1 minus 3. So that could be an alternate way doing it algebraically. So I hope with this you understand how we can use the concept of slopes of lines and find the fourth point of a parallelogram. I hope that helps. Thank you.